Whether it's plugged right into your PC or used as a secondary screen for a small laptop, there's all kinds of uses for an external monitor. These days, it's all about 4K resolution because if you're doing a lot of document or spreadsheet work, it makes it sharper and easier to read. But on a 4K monitor, everything looks better.
I've been testing out as many monitors as I can find in a quest for the absolute best, and this month I'm testing out the Philips 288E2E. It's a rather big 28-inch 4K monitor with FreeSync support, but it's also seriously affordable. It costs just about $260 US, depending on current pricing, and that makes this monitor one of the cheapest ways to get into the sharpness of 4K monitors. In this review, I ordered one of these monitors to use here in my home office, so I'll tell you about the pros and cons and anything else I think you need to know. Then I'll wrap up by letting you know if I think I can recommend it to you.
The Philips 288E2E is a 4K monitor, which means it has 4 times the resolution of traditional HD screens. The extra pixels in 4K pack more detail and they'll make text crisp and clear and easy to read, perfect if you're buying one for word processing or spreadsheets. But why buy a 4K screen? It's not just about crisp letters, though. 4K content also gives you better image quality when you're watching a movie or playing immersive video games that pull you in. And naturally, same goes for design, photo editing, and video work.
I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and in this review, I'll talk about what this... Let's talk design, size, and adjustability. This Philips monitor is designed to let your work be the focus, and Philips mostly makes the structure of the monitor kind of disappear.
This monitor has really thin bezels along the top and the sides with a thicker lower edge, but for the most part, it is blissfully all screen. If you're thinking of using a webcam, the top section of the back of the monitor is flat so you can fit most available models. The bottom rear, on the other hand, houses the plates for the included base stand as well as the ports and the power button, so it is a bit thicker. Specifically, this monitor has 2 HDMI ports, which are good for connecting multiple devices. Plus, there's also a display port, which lets you use its FreeSync capabilities. The stand does offer some height and tilt adjustments so you can find a good angle for your needs. There's also a VESA mount if you want to use an alternative stand or a wall mount instead. You access the VESA connection by removing the existing stand. Here in my temporary setup, yes, I have just placed it on a cardboard box, so you could also place it on a more professional looking monitor stand if you prefer that too.
This monitor has a helpful feature that's very useful for people who are prone to headaches or migraines, since it reduces the amount of flickering that your eyes see. It's an especially good idea for people who do spend a lot of time staring at their screen. I sit at my monitor all day long, and I can say it seemed to be quite easy on the eyes. With this bike,
if you work in design or use high-resolution photos or video, you may need to ensure the colors of your content are accurate. With a color gamut that reaches 119% of the sRGB color space, the ultra-wide color technology promises to ensure every color is represented accurately. In my several weeks with this monitor, I found it to be really colorful and vibrant, and the replication seemed bang on.
Philips lets you use 2 devices simultaneously on this monitor through what's called multi-view. This is useful for people who need to work on 2 things at the same time. You can, for example, have your gaming console running on one side while you're working on your desktop on the other, although I don't think that counts as working. Or you can plug in your work PC into one side of the monitor and have your personal MacBook on the other side, for example.
Overall, the Philips 288E2E is a well-designed monitor that has its target consumer in mind. It's a solid everyday monitor that's designed to be able to switch between work and leisure with ease.
This monitor has multiple connection and mounting options. It's got high 4K resolution and a large screen size. While it's not maybe outstanding in any one aspect, it does a surprisingly good job of being a jack of all trades. So what are the downsides? Well, while it might not be likely to keep up on more fast-paced content, maybe it also doesn't promise that it has the specs to do that, so it's hard to find fault. In my opinion, this is a monitor for work-from-home types and creative professionals who want a good balance between great screen, good features, and affordable price. And for the price that it's currently selling for, it definitely hits its mark, which, as I noted earlier, is about $260. If you're looking for some higher-end monitor options, there are a few great choices. Check out LG's Ultrafine Ergo monitor, which comes with a substantial monitor arm, or see what Samsung's beautiful M8 monitor that blows away Apple's display is like right now. This is a monitor, in my opinion, for work from home types.